Today we're going to focus on the topics of fractions and decimals. Let's compare the decimal forms of the fractions 1/5 and 2/9 and look at how are they alike and how are they different. So do you remember how to take a fraction and change it into a decimal using your calculator? If not, remember that this fraction bar right here means division. So 1/5 means 1 divided by 5. So you can go ahead and put that into your calculator, and that gives you 0.2 or 2/10. If, on the other hand, you put in your calculator 2 divided by 9, you get 0.2222, and it keeps going on and on. Our shortcut way of writing that is putting 0.2 with the bar over it to show that it's repeating. So how are they alike? Well, they both have 2's. How are they different? Well, one ends and stops, and one keeps on going. So how are these different? Well, 0.2, or 1/5, it actually ends, which we call terminates. Terminate means it ends, or it comes to a stop. The 2/9, which was 0.2 repeating, it repeats and it goes on and on forever and ever. So in summary, they are different. 1/5 and 2/9 are different, just like their decimal forms. 0.2 or 2/10 is different from 0.2 repeating. So let's go ahead and put a little summary of this into our notes for today. First of all, how do we convert fractions and decimals? Well, what you need to do is divide the numerator by the denominator. So it's the top of the fraction by the bottom of the fraction. And then how do we know if it's a terminating or repeating decimal? Well, if it is a fraction that converts into a decimal that stops, we call it a terminating decimal. And if it is a fraction that converts into a decimal that has a repeating block or a repeating section of numbers, we call it a repeating decimal. And just a little fun fact for you, the bar that we put over a repeating decimal, like we had that 0.2 with the bar over it, that is called a vinculum. So let's go ahead and just practice that a little bit to see if you can determine if a decimal is terminating, repeating, or neither. So this first decimal, 0.375, what do you think? Terminating, repeating, or neither? If you said terminating, then you are right. This decimal ends. It doesn't go on and on. There's nothing that's repeating over and over again. So the answer is A, terminating. Let's look at this one, 0.45, 45, 45, ... Those 3 dots there mean that it is going on and on forever and ever. So we know then that it is not terminating or ending. Is it repeating? Well, I have this group of numbers, 4, 5, and it occurs again, 4, 5, 4, 5. So the answer is yes, that one is repeating. Let's look at a couple more. Negative 4.2222 ... What do you think? A, terminating, B, repeating, or C, neither? If you said B, repeating, then you are correct because this 2 is repeating over and over again. And again, those 3 dots mean that it is continuing forever. How about this one? 0.47, 447, 4447. A, terminating, B, repeating, or C, neither? If this one's confusing you a little bit, I could see why, because it looks like you have some of the same numbers occurring over again, but they're not the exact same pattern. Here we have a 4 and a 7, here we have a 4, 4 and a 7, and then 3 4s and a 7. So it has to be exactly the same for it to be considered repeating. So this one is not. Now you have to decide, is it terminating or neither? Well, the 3 dots on the end means it's going forever and ever, so it is not terminating. The answer to this one would be neither. Another example of a decimal that would be neither would be pi. We know pi is about 3.1415, and it keeps going on and nothing is repeating. That would be a decimal that is neither terminating nor repeating. So what I would like you to do is to look at your notes, and let's practice this first skill. Will you please convert these fractions into decimals, and then state what type of decimal it is? Is it terminating, repeating, or neither? So again, change the fraction to a decimal and tell me if it is terminating, repeating, or neither. Hit play when you are all finished. Okay, well, check your answer with what I have on my screen and see how you did. On number 3, it's 0.8333. Since those 3's are repeating, you can write it with that vinculum here above the top. Same thing with problem 4. You could write it like this, and problem 6 could be 0.7 with the bar over the top. Let's go ahead and continue. Now let's see if you can go the other direction. We just practiced changing fractions into decimals. So let's see if we can learn how to change decimals into fractions. And we're going to get started with terminating decimals. The easiest way for you to write a terminating decimal as a fraction is just to think about how do you read it. So we kind of take shortcuts and we say this is 0.25. But officially the way that you read that is you say this is 25 hundredths. Remember, 2 decimal places means hundredths. 1 decimal place is tenths, 2 is hundredths, 3 is thousandths, 4 is 10,000ths, and so on. And we always want to simplify our fractions. So this 25 hundredths, if you put it in your calculator and you use that ABC button, you could put in 25 ABC 100 and it will simplify it for you. The answer would be 1/4. How do I read 0.7 officially? If you said 7/10, then you are correct. This one cannot be simplified, so that is your answer. Now go ahead and complete number 7, 8, and 9 in your notes. Okay, so go ahead and check your answers and see how you did. If you notice, all these have been put in simplest form. So for instance, number 7 is if you said 35 over 100, you are correct, but you need to simplify that to 7 over 20. Number 8 would have been 275 over 1,000. And again, that simplifies to 11 over 40. And number 9, 8 and 12 hundredths simplifies to 8 and 3 over 25. I would like to mention that there is a button on your calculator that will change any basic decimal into a fraction, any fraction into a decimal. In the upper corner of your calculator on the left-hand side, there is a button that has PRB. And above it, it has F and then a double arrow and a D. So because we want to change fractions to decimals or decimals to fractions, we want to get to this display that it is above the PRB button. So you'll hit second PRB and it will change any decimal into a fraction or fraction into a decimal. So if you would put in like 0.25 in your calculator, you could hit second PRB and it will tell you 1/4. Or you could go the other direction. Like you could put in 7 over 20 in your calculator, 7 ABC 20, and then hit second PRB, because that'll do this fraction to decimal conversion, and it would give you 0.35. So you are welcome to use that feature on your calculator. So we just looked at changing a terminating decimal into a fraction. Again, we just think about how do we read it. We can use our calculator. But we have a bit of a problem with repeating decimals. They don't as easily change into fractions. And so we're going to look at some patterns so I can give you some tips and some tricks on how you can change any repeating decimal into a fraction. So let's get started investigating. Take a minute and put all these different fractions here down this column into your calculator and change them into the decimal form. You can do it either using that F to D button, which is located above that PRB button on your calculator, or you can just take the numerator divided by the denominator. Hit pause hit pause now and hit play when you are ready. So you can look at my screen to see what answers I have here, and hopefully you found a pattern as you were kind of going down the chart. 1/9 is 0.1 repeating, 2/9 is 0.2 repeating, 3/9 is 0.3 repeating, and so on. Hopefully you got to the bottom, and when it said 9 over 9, you didn't put 0.9 repeating. It is just 1. However, some mathematicians will argue that 0.9 repeating is the same thing as 1, but that's a subject for another day. Now, there was a pattern to this, and I want you to look at the fractions, and I want you to see if you can figure out what did all of these fractions have in common. If you said they all have a 9 in the denominator, then you are right. So that may be a pattern that we can see, that when we see a fraction with a 9 in the denominator, it's going to give us a repeating decimal. Let's see if we can find some other patterns. What if I gave you the fraction 4/9? Let's just kind of analyze. How many digits are repeating? Well, remember on the previous screen, 4/9 was 0.4 repeating. Only the digit 4 was repeating over and over again. So one digit was repeating. The digit that was repeating was the number 4. Now let's consider 4 over 99. If you put that into your calculator and change it into a decimal, that is 0.040404, keeps going on and on, or 0.04, both the 0 and the 4 repeat. How many digits are repeating? There are 2, and they are the numbers 0 and 4. Let's look at one more. If I give you 4 over 999, what is that equal to? Well, if you put that into your calculator, you get 0.004004004. So the 0, and the 4, all three of those digits are repeating. And now let's see if we can notice any kind of a pattern. So notice again, I have all 9s in the bottom. One time I have 1 9. When I have 1 9, I have one digit that repeats. Problem number 7, I have 2 9s in the bottom here, and I have 2 digits that repeat. Problem number 8, I had 3 9s in the bottom, and I have 3 digits that repeat. So there actually is a pattern to that can help us change fractions and decimals that are repeating back and forth into each other. If you want to change a repeating decimal into a fraction, let's look at letter C down here at the bottom. We can follow the steps on this page right here. First, we can look at what is repeating. That's going to go in our numerator. 0.12, I have 2 numbers that are repeating. I put that 12, the 1 and the 2, in the numerator. Now, to find the denominator, since there were 2 digits repeating, I use a 99 in the bottom. So I can change 0.12, that repeating decimal, into a fraction by putting the things that are repeating in the top, and if I have 2 digits repeat, I put a 99 in the bottom. Now I can go ahead and simplify that because I can divide the top and the bottom by 3, and that would give me 4 over 33 in simplest form. Let's practice that just a little bit more. Let's look at some problems here. Number 13 here on my screen. So 13a, I have 2.05 with the 0 and the 5 repeating. So I have put my whole number 2 in front, and now I'm going to make my fraction with this repeating decimal. 0.05, I have a 0 and a 5 repeating. Now I could put 0.5 in my numerator, but really I just need 5. But since there were 2 numbers that were repeating, I put 99 in the bottom. So that is my repeating decimal as a fraction. Letter B, I have 2 digits repeating, the 9 and the 3. I put them in the top. Since I do have 2 repeating, I put a 99 in the bottom, and then you would go ahead and you would simplify that. That one simplifies to 31 over 33. See if you can try letter C. Hit pause and then hit play when you are ready. If you got 5 and 824 over 999, then you are correct. So remember, 3 digits were repeating, so you put 3 9s in the denominator. Now letter D is a little bit of a trick. It is not repeating, so we use the previous skill that we learned. How do we read 0.35? That is read 35 over 100. And then you could simplify that by dividing the top and the bottom by 5 or using your calculator, and you would get 7 over 20. Let's practice real quick going the other direction. If I give you a fraction, could you change it into its repeating decimal? So first of all, when do you know a fraction is repeating? Well, that occurs when you have 9s in the bottom. So look at letter A and look at letter B here. Now, I have 2 9s in the bottom of this fraction. That means I have to have 2 digits that are repeating. I only have 1 digit in the top, so to make it into a 2-digit number, I just put a 0 in front. So this is 0.08. I put the repeating sign over it. Letter B, I have 3 9s in the bottom. That means I have 3 digits repeating. I do have 3 digits in the top, so I put them in for my decimal locations there in the spots, and I put a bar over the top of that. Some can be a little bit tricky. This letter D looks like it is not repeating, but I could multiply the top and the bottom by 9 to make this a fraction over 999. That would give me 135 over 999. So since I can make it into a fraction with 9s in the bottom, it is repeating. This would be 0.135 with the bar over all 3 of them. So that's a quick summary of how you can convert fractions and decimals, including repeating decimals.